Hello, beautiful souls. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, or welcome back. So, get curious if you like the multi-dimensional, filled content. Check it out. Got some information today. So get curious. We're doing, talked about spirit animal, and a specific number. And today we're just gonna do probably even just a little short one and a little affirmation and activation for you. All right, just talk a little bit of something here. And so let's say this together. I am not here to make you comfortable. Say that to yourself and say that to other people around. You can verbalize that through your sacred technology. You can telepathically send that. I am not here to make you comfortable. I am not here to make you comfortable. I am not here to be liked, Liked. I am not here to be liked. I've spent my entire 49 years trying to figure this out, that I was trying to get people to understand me, to like me, to love me. I finally accepted and stood up and embraced this empowerment, that I know that I am not here to be liked. I am here to be light, Light. I'm here to be an anchor of light, Light. And understanding that has shifted hugely during this awakening process, during this journey, this lifelong incarnate here of almost 50 years, okay? I also decided to go into the little book here to get on the date, because these are dates, and I thought it was great because it actually reminded me, the quote for the day reminded me of something that popped in yesterday about feeling your feelings, okay? But I'm going to pose another question before I read that. And do you recognize, by exclaiming to your collective, your personal collective, that I'm not here to make you comfortable, have you been voted off the island? This was brilliant. I'm not going to go into depth on this, but have you been voted off the island? And did everyone get a vote? Because remember, through you being true and authentic, if people are meant to see you for who you are, they will see you. They will resonate with you, and they are meant to be with you as you continue to rise above the bullshit and the nonsense and all of that, okay? And it's not, again, about being better. It's okay. It's choosing you, doing the work, and all of that stuff, okay? So, have you been voted off the island, and has everyone gotten a vote? Probably not. But here's the thing. That's fine. It's none of your business. It's nice to have that validation, but I've gotten to the point that, yeah, though you got to continue to love those from afar. You don't have to like their choices. You don't have to like what they're continuing to play in paradigms, thought forms. You don't have to agree with that. You don't have to like it. You just love them from afar. You send them light, love, magic and miracles. You send them compassion, healing energies and frequencies. You never want any harm to happen to anybody, okay? You learn to love people from afar, and you learn to love everybody, because everybody is you and you are them, all right? But again, it's not, again, liking them and loving them are two different things, right? You don't have to like their choices or their decisions or their behaviors towards you, but you do have a choice to stand in your truth and your authenticity and speak it and say, that's not okay for you to treat me that way. Okay, that's not okay. That's your opinions and thoughts of me, but I know that's not who I am. But I know that's what you believe that is. That's yours. And I still love you, but I don't agree or, any of that, okay? Does this make sense? Okay. You don't have to agree or condone or allow actions, words, or behaviors. If someone is misbehaving towards you, you have the decision to speak your truth and respond and not react. And sometimes a non-response and stepping away and setting clear, healthy boundaries, actions speak louder than words. So that might be just enough, okay? All right, so stand in and stand up for yourself, okay? Do not allow this. Do not allow those behaviors and actions, all right? Set those boundaries, set clear boundaries, and walk away. Walk away. I've had to do this many times in my life, all right? My mother, for years, would make these little stabby remarks, and at a point, I was just like, I'm just not going to respond, and I just walk away. Like, because that's a way of siphoning your you siphon your energy, right? It's a drainage. It's an energy vampirism type of a drainage, whether you realize it or not. By you getting wrapped up and tangled up in that and trying to defend yourself, I don't agree with you. And that's not okay for you to say that to me and like we're done and just walk away and just leave it, right? Just leave it. Keep it neutral and leave it, okay? Stepping into that Queen of Swords energy. All right, remember, it's none of their business, or it's none of your business of what other people think, say, do, act. That's none of your business. That's them. That's their journey. You love them from afar. All right, or sometimes they just aren't meant to be anywhere near your frequency and energy. They're not meant to come with you. They're not. The universe will make sure that you're not around people that you're not meant to be around. If you're meant to be in their frequency and energy, it is for a reason. All right, but typically it's to be a reflection, a mirror, maybe a walking tower, you know, an activation, something like that, okay? Because you more than likely plant seeds, and that seed will germinate and grow, and then, like, that's that form of that activation, whether you realize it or not, okay? Remember, it's none of your business. Pay no mind, pay no attention, pay no energy. Don't pay your energy, which is your highest value. That is your highest currency, is your frequency and your energy. We've said this many times. So pay it no mind, pay it no attention, and pay no energy. 0 fucks. And I say this when I say unplug from the programming, the bullshit, the broadcasting, all of the bullshit and nonsense. You need to just completely tap the fuck deeply into your quantum heart, your quantum compass, and pay attention to your discernment. How does it make you feel physically? That's the true lie detector, not the logical mind trying to figure it out. This avatar, your heart, that's the true lie detector. And the other thing is you're probably a walking lie detector too. Not only you're a walking tower, you are a fucking lie detector, walking lie detector. You know when someone's not being real, they're wearing a mask, they're filtering, whatever it is, they're dancing around, you know, like you just fucking know, okay? All right. The other thing too is if this is bringing up something in you with their behaviors or their misbehaviors, actions, words, thoughts, whatever it is that they're projecting onto you or trying to project onto you, just know that if it's triggering something, that's asking, it's bringing up another core wound, or it's going a little deeper in a core wound that you've healed, but now we're just going a little deeper in that layer, and that's just asking you to address it, be aware of that. Okay, that triggered this abandonment core wound, of this being loved core wound, and so I can address it, and I feel it, I cry, I scream, I express it, I let it go, I bring awareness and light to it, and then it's like, it's gone. That's what transmuting, that's what alchemy is. You become a master at this. It levels you the fuck up. All right, I had this instance a week and a half ago. Expressing myself, and by my expressing myself, triggers for whatever reason, because people have created this thing in their head that I'm not even close to. Again, because it's triggering things in them. Again, I still love them. I still treat them like a human being because they are me, right? But they didn't reciprocate, and I was okay with that. And it triggered a core wound. I had to kind of work through it, talk it out, scream, cry, and release it. It's like another weight, but that's just part of this deeper unfolding and understanding that, again, I'd rather be alone than be around a bunch of fake fucks that are pretending and wearing masks and filtering. Again, it's like that small talk just to have fucking small talk. Does small talk make you want to feel like you want to choke yourself? You always just sit back and, like, again, just listen to everyone conversate. But again, if you're forcing the small talk just to have small talk, it's like I just don't want to be in here. It's they might not even realize that that's what's going on because of all of these layers of generational programming, thought forms, belief systems, programming, core stuff. Like, we keep repeating that, but that's it, right? And these core wounds go way back, way back to Atlantis core wounds of abandonment, and all of this. We hold these in our DNA, in our bones, in our mitochondria. Okay, and then it's brought every generation. So a lot of us are here like just to clear the slate fucking clean of all of the mud, the dirt, the muck, all of it. And it's work. Some of it's work. All right. And then so this is, we're going to tie back in this thread. We're going to weave it back to is feeling your feelings. So we're going back to the Awakening book for March 20. I actually not on the right date because today is not the 26th, but I'm going to read it because it's important. So no coincidence. So feeling your feelings, you have to feel it. You have to feel through it to heal from it. Say this again. You need to feel your feels. You need to feel your feelings. You have to feel it to feel through it to heal from it. The fastest way to freedom is to feel through and to feel your feelings. Okay? Which again, I had this little bit of a download. I've seen this most of the week, so there's no coincidence that I'm guided to talk to you. So we're going to read the little insert here from this book. Lotus flowers are going to be a significant confirmation. I didn't mention mud, muck, and coming up out of that for a reason. That's also connected to Kuan Yin. This sounds pretty simple, but through it's easy to know you have feelings. Easy to know that their weight and their agitation and suddenness of mood, it is another. More subtle matter to feel them. That is, to let them penetrate your being the way the wind snaps through a flag. This is necessary because if we don't feel our feelings all the way through, they never leave us. And then we do all kinds of unusual things to get out from underneath them. This is the cause of many addictions. And addictions can mean many, many things, okay? I've diverted myself many times by becoming involved in what surrounds my pain or sadness, while never feeling the thing itself. So when someone asks me, how do I feel? I wind up retelling the circumstances of the pain. You attach yourself to the story. And that's what you got to surrender, your attachment to the story, to the pain. All right? I wind up retelling the circumstances of the pain, but not feeling the pain. Or I strategize what to do next, but not feeling it. Or anticipating reactions, but not feeling what is mine to feel. Is this hitting anywhere? Where does this land? How does it feel? What do you see? What do you hear? What do you know? This is no coincidence that we're weaving these threads in this message, okay? Or are you swimming in anger of injustice, but not diving through the wound? You have to heal through. You have to heal through it. You have to feel it, feel through it, and heal through it to free yourself, okay? Though we fear it, feeling our feelings is the only clear way and clear direct way to free our hearts of the pain. Heart. In your silence, stop holding them off with words or reasons or busyness. Simply be a shore and let your feelings wash against like waves. Ocean sounds in the back. So, how did that feel? Where did it land? Okay, I thought that was pretty powerful, and how this came up with something I had written down. So it's again, this is how tap the fuck I am. I was writing something down, I opened the book, and it literally thread my team and my highest, it's made this beautiful connection in this threading and this weaving. Okay, so this is how the universe works with you, through you. We have to feel our feels. We have to go through it to heal from it, to feel it. And that's how we grow, we expand, we evolve. Instead of putting a story around it, avoiding it, staying busy, holding on to them, bypassing, whatever it is. I have a great example I'm not going to share from not healing or addressing core wounds. One particular family dynamic core wound, which is around the heart. Grief is one of those energies of feelings that have not been completely worked through or addressed or looked at, creates physical heart problems, heart palpitations, heart blockages, irregular heartbeats. It's because there's a core wound of grief that has not been looked at or addressed. Does this resonate? All right, we love you. Bye.